Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube video. This is going to be part 2 of the Consolidation Breakout video. So here's where we left off last video with it's printing our rectangle, but not where it should or how we want it. So I went ahead and just added this one line. Just print. It's going to print um, once when the rectangle is printed, it's going to print the time for that. It's going to print the high, the low, and pivot, and the time of the first candle. So I'm just going to compile that, and then we will, here it is. All right, so it was found at time of the current bar. Oh, wait a second. Current bar counts up. We want it to be time of the most recent bar. So that actually makes sense. So let's try that. So current bar, it's going to start at 0 way at the beginning and then count up. So by here, we could be like bar 2000, bar 5000, whatever. Bar, if we do times 0, that's going to do 0. So the time for this one. So let's see what that does. Okay, there we go. So simple thing, but so let's check. Is this, looks like it's a pivot, but let's double check. So this candle, the high is 20,020, 19. Okay, yeah, so this is the high, and it's a peak. And then here's something we might want to filter out, but actually this would have been a winning trade because it went that way. But no, actually it should be good. So right when this candle closes, what we would do is we're going to set an order here and an order here. Then once this order is filled and we go down, we're going to cancel this one, and then we'll just set our TP and stop loss wherever. So this looks like it would have been a good trade. One thing I want to do is we're going to do, we want to print all of the rectangles, not just the most recent one. So to do that, we need to create a new string. So we're going to do private int, we'll do I. No, actually we won't do I. We're going to need that later. Int, counter. So every time, so in defaults we're going to set counter equals 1. And then every time we get a new rectangle, we're going to add counter by 1. So then our name is going to be range, and then counter compile this way, because if all our rectangles are named range, it's going to delete the previous one and then just make the new one. Now each range will have a different name. So, okay, so it looks like we're getting a lot of them. So what we're gonna do next is gonna help is if we have a range that's already active and the top or bottom has been broken, then we don't take it. So let's just make this a little stricter. So let's do peak strength of 5 and points 40. Okay, so a little less. Do peak strength of 10 points 35. Okay, well, yeah, so either way, it's probably always going to do print more than one. But so now we have our range. So now what we want to do is we're going to set active range equals true. So this will prevent us from printing a new one if we already have a range. Now, okay, we're just gonna get rid of this method. We're just gonna do it all. So we're gonna highlight everything, Control X, paste it there, and then just delete this. Because it won't save our high price and all this stuff. We would have to make a global variable to then save it across. But if we put it in the on-bar update, then we don't need to do that. So we'll just get rid of that method. Now, if position dot market position equals market position dot flat. So if we are flat, and so this calculates the orders. So if active range so if we are flat, if active range equals true, so if we have basically a rectangle that hasn't been broken, then we are, so then, yeah, we want to set our entries. So if, what did we name them? So first we want to do by the points. So TPM points, calc target points. So if calc target points equals true, so if we want to set our TP and stop loss by the points, then we'll do set profit target calculation mode dot points. Is that not a, I guess not. So we're gonna have to do ticks. Actually, I think pips are the same. And then TP points. Set stop loss calculation mode dot pips stop loss points. Now if it's false, then we're going to do dot percent TP per percent, and then stop loss percent. So this will set our TP in as stop loss. Then we want to enter long stop market at a stop price of high price, and enter short stop market low price. Then let's add here. We only want to find a new higher low if we are in flat position. Market position flat equals position dot market position. So we only want to find a new range if we are flat. And then so once we set the orders the first time, okay, so first let's just check that. Let's compile that. I already know we're going to get some errors in, because there's, the first case is we get to 4 p.m. and we never enter. Our orders never enter. So we need to cancel them, but then also reset active range. Second case is one gets filled and one gets filled, yeah. And then we need to cancel the opposite and then wait until that position closes before we reset the active range. So
order submitted.
okay, yeah, so right now has been ignored. Okay, yeah, I already knew that would happen, but see how we are only taking buys. Dang, what's actually kind of nice is, okay, here's a sell. Dang, looks like this is only hitting TP. Oh, total net profit, loss. Oh, because commission killed it. Okay, well, yeah, okay. First
Order
let's
canceled.
fix that TP and stop loss. So right now we calculate by points. Let's do 10 and 10.
Order submitted.
So I also want to make sure 10 pips is 10 points. So we entered at, looks like 2013.50. We closed at, yeah, so it looks like pips is just ticks. So let's just change that to ticks, 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 come down here. TP ticks. Stop loss ticks. TP ticks. Stop loss ticks. TP ticks. Stop loss ticks. Default 10, 10, 5, 5, candles 15, points. Or should that change to ticks too? No, we'll leave that as points because that's a lot easier to calculate as points. Then we might have to change the break even to ticks as well, but we'll do that later. Okay, so compile this again.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
Yeah, I think it was the exact same, so it was just the ticks. So, so one of our errors is it's not canceling the orders. So if we so two things are happening. One is Ninjascript is annoying, but here you can see this error, internal order handling rules. So basically you can't set a sell pending order and a buy pending order at the same time. So we're gonna open up this. Basically this tells you everything about Ninjascript. This is the documentation. You can get this at support, help guides. Not too hard to find, but we're gonna search up internal order handling error. Okay, so right now what we're using is called managed approach, which is when we have just this. But by default, where does it say? Okay, here's the error that we got. But by default, we cannot here it is. It'll say it'll ignore it. Here. But basically you can't set if you're in a position one direction, you cannot have an order in the opposite direction. So, I forget how to do it now, but we can try a couple things. So in the defaults, you want to come to here, and we're gonna add, is it allow overfill? No. Ignore overfill equals true. And then I might have to check some of my other strategies. I've done it before, so it's definitely possible, but it's not allowed by default. So let's compile this.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
No, so that didn't work. So give me 1 second and I'm gonna check some of my other strategies. Is unmanaged. Yeah, I think I've deleted them. Box. So it might be, we're gonna also try allow unmanaged. Hopefully that doesn't make us change the types of orders we use though. So compile.
Order canceled.
Oh yeah. The other one might have worked, but I forgot we need to remove it because this is on set defaults and it's not going to call the set default section unless we remove it and add it again. Okay. We called on unmanaged. Okay, so we cannot use the unmanaged approach. So let's compile this again and see if just the ignore overfill is enough. Gonna have to remove it again.
Order submitted.
Okay, it's been ignored. So, this is very annoying, but there's a way to get around it.
Order canceled.
We're gonna need to do we're gonna have to use is unmanaged. But then once we do that, we are not allowed to use this whole section. We won't be allowed to use, and we'll need to do order handling differently. Also, just remembered for this, but we want to have these pending until canceled. So let's edit that. Bars in progress is live until canceled. True. Quantity is gonna be by, what's it called? Strategy. Okay, we'll just create a new variable for that. Contract quantity.
Order canceled.
Double stop price is going to be high price and signal name buy. Then 0. True. Contract quantity, low price, sell. Then just go to property. Should just copy these contracts. Set a default for that. Okay. Now we're going to need to do a lot of order management. So basically we're going to need to get it to look something like this, I think. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video now. And okay, well actually something that we can do just to get this one working, and pretty simply, is we can basically set it if we want it to be long or short. So you can just run this strategy, two of these exact same strategies. So basically you on here you'd set it up twice and then just have one only go long and one only go short. That would totally work. So we'll just do that real quick and get that one working. So we don't need is unmanaged. You can comment that out. Then we're going to set a let me see how to do a dropped down. Drop down menu parameters. In your own add-on window. Two-column grid. Okay, yeah, that's just too much. So we're gonna name this long. And then we'll go long. And then same thing for shorts.
Order submitted.
So now if go long equals true, then we go long. Else if go short equals true, then we will go short. So here's just a quick way to do it. This will not this will not reset the range though. So like if we set our low order, like if we set up order here to go short, but then it never comes down and just goes up forever, it will never cancel this and reset it. So yeah, I'll be making a part 3 to this strategy soon, and yeah, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to add or any suggestions or ways I could make this better. But yeah, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. See you in the next video.